Imagine sending a message the enemy can never decode, even with your life on the line. During World War II's brutal Pacific battles, secrecy was life or death. Japanese cryptologists cracked almost every American code. Intelligence leaks led to ambushes, loss, disaster. So, the U.S. Marine Corps tried something radical, a code that wasn't just encrypted. It was completely alien to their adversaries. Enter the Navajo Code. Talkers. Young Navajo men, many still teenagers, spoke a language so complex, few outsiders could even attempt to learn it. Navajo is tonal, filled with rare sounds and zero written form. At first, the code's inventors, Philip Johnston, and 29 originals had to invent more than 200 military terms from scratch. There was no Navajo word for tank, bomber, or grenade. So they rewrote the battlefield vocabulary. Planes became birds, bombs were eggs, battleships were whales, and a tank? That was a tortoise. At Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, they relayed battle updates in seconds. Send more ammunition, hold the line, call air support. A Navajo code talker could encrypt, transmit, and decode a message in under 20 seconds. Other methods took up to half an hour. On Iwo Jima alone, 6 code talkers sent over 800 flawless messages in the first 2 days. The Japanese listened, recorded, analyzed, but every syllable sounded like pure gibberish. Not once was the Navajo Code broken. Not once did an enemy cryptologist find a flaw. Yet, silence went both ways. After the war, the code talkers kept their story secret. For decades, no one knew how these men shaped victory. Their mission was still classified. Even family members weren't told. Recognition only arrived in the 1960s, then again decades later, with Congressional gold medals. The secrecy went even deeper. At each battle, Navajo code talkers were assigned Marine escorts. Their orders, if capture was imminent, protect the code at all costs. Some say, even deadly force. A grim measure that highlights just how priceless their secret language had become. There's another twist. Navajo wasn't the first native language in military codes. In World War I, the Choctaw had already stumped German eavesdroppers. Other tribes helped during World War II: Comanche, Cherokee, Seminole, and Meskwaki. But nowhere did the code prove as fast, flexible, and completely unbreakable as with the Navajo. To get picked as a code talker, you needed to be both fluent in English and Navajo. Many recruits spoke only Navajo at home and learned English at boarding schools. They trained in top-secret camps, memorizing code words and military drills. If one faltered under pressure, fresh replacements stepped in. In total, around 400 served as Navajo code talkers in the Pacific Theater. Their voices passed through static, jungle, and battle. Every message had to be perfect. One mistake could mean disaster. The code itself was double-layered. First, there was a secret alphabet. Each letter was paired with a Navajo word, America. Could be spelled out, bird by bird, animal by animal. Then, a secondary code changed standard terms. Battalion became herd, machine gun was fast shooter, and officer was boss. Despite constant danger, these men held their nerve under fire. Sometimes their own allies confused them for enemy soldiers. A few were even mistaken as Japanese infiltrators and nearly shot. They bore the risk silently, always returning to the radio again. None of the code talkers sought glory. Some returned home to isolation, their heroic role a closely guarded secret. Others were shunned or misunderstood, trapped by their oath, unable to share their stories. Only when their mission was declassified could they finally tell the world about the code that never failed. The Navajo language itself, once suppressed, became a national treasure. After decades of being punished for speaking it in schools, code talkers saved lives because of it. Their legacy proved that what makes you different can become your strength. Today, only a handful survive. They tell their story at schools, in ceremonies, and across history's stage. Every word reminds us, in war, strength comes not only from soldiers and weapons, but from language, alive, ancient, and adaptable. Navajo Code didn't just baffle the enemy. It wove together tradition and tactics, culture and strategy. A code spoken by a few could shield thousands and rewrite what was possible in battle. Next time you hear the crackle of a radio, remember, sometimes the best secrets are hidden in plain sound, and victory depends on the voices history almost forgot. How many other secret weapons from the past are still waiting to be discovered? History whispers its riddles. Are you listening?